Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. Now, here's the thing. It looks like things are moving very fast as far as CBDCs. As we see here, UAE Central Bank completes first CBDC payment transaction. The Central Bank of the United Arab Emirates has announced it has finalized mBridge, the world's largest pilot of central bank digital currency transactions. So now it looks like they're already testing CBDCs overseas. Maybe he can partner with Nancy before social credit score is introduced in the US. Rishi Sunak owns social credit score company with links to the World Economic Forum. So right now in the UK, he's fast tracking a CBDC in my opinion. Once he gets that CBDC in place, then he's going to attach everyone to a social credit score. And the thing is, I believe they brought him in just to do that. Get this CBDC up and running. That's why they pushed Truist out so quick. Canada will launch digital ID together with World Economic Forum. The initiative removes the need for physical passports and can also be used as a combined vaccine passport and will fit well with the CBDC and social credit score. All for your safety and well-being, of course. And that's the thing. It's country after country fast-tracking this. I don't understand why these countries are still listening to Klaus Schwab. I don't get it. So, life under a CBDC and social credit score. If you also add, they will tracking individual carbon footprint. This will be a common occurrence in the near future. I'm sorry, sir. Your card has been declined due to your political views. They will control the way you think and what you buy, and that's it, period. And if they don't like anything you have to say, they'll just shut your money off. And here in the US right now, I believe a lot of people are just blind to this. I talk to people, they never even knew this was coming because mainstream media doesn't talk about it at all. But if we don't wake up soon, guess what? This is coming here in the US as well. But we're going to get to see this all play out overseas first because everything's moving very fast there. When you own all the candidates, it doesn't matter. And that's the thing. They just put these people in, get them in places of power, get them out there to push forward their agenda, the New World Order agenda. And why would anyone listen to Klaus Schwab at this point? The guy is 80 some years old. He's not going to have to live under this. He'll be gone. We are going to be left here with this system up and running throughout the entire world. But it looks like they're trying to fast track it now. Things are moving quicker than they were before. Diesel fuel supplier issues code red alert for southeast U.S. as diesel supplies plummet, threatening transportation. And like I said, for months now, this is coming. This winter, an energy crisis. Because we're entering phase one. We're where they were overseas just a few months ago. It started with the energy crisis. Then all of a sudden, financial crisis. All leading us to that liquidity crisis at some point. Threat of diesel shortage looms as reserves dwindle. The EIA reported this week that the U.S. had only 25 days of reserve diesel supply, a low not seen since 2008. Areas in the Northeast are already rationing heating oil. Think about that. And they're trying to keep the price of gas down, leading into the midterm elections. Once those midterms are over and the votes are in, all of a sudden we're going to be left with high-priced gas, high-priced heating oil, and it's not going to look good. We're going to end up in a crisis this winter. It's almost guaranteed. And they're pushing us there. This is man-made crisis. This isn't something that just happened. Why will banks use Ripple technology including XRP, currently dominated by the SWIFT and Western Union, could save about $4 billion a year and significantly reduce the number of intermediaries, Islamic Development Bank. And I just want to point out one thing in here. So the potential of DLT for banks in remittance for cross-border payments, currently dominated by SWIFT and Western Union, could save about $4 billion a year, right? And significantly reduce the number of intermediaries. But Ripple connects banks and payment providers via RippleNet through its own cryptocurrency and its private, non-distributed ledger, which relies on a limited ecosystem of correspondent banks. The network can conduct cross-border payments, settle in minutes rather than in days, as with current systems. But they don't need a CBDC. You could tie this in to the system we're already using. Sure, Swift is broken. It's outdated. It's 49 years old. But if they utilized Ripple's technology with Swift and brought in XRP for on-demand liquidity, maybe they can fix the system we're already using. Then we don't need a CBDC, but that's not what's in the agenda. CBDCs are a way to control everybody, shut off their money. That's what they want. They don't want to fix this system. That's why we have all these crises. That and to keep people preoccupied, not seeing what's really important in the world right now. And the more and more people you talk to about this, some people are like, oh my God, I can't even believe this is happening. But it is. And they're pushing full steam ahead, like I said, trying to break down the current system so they can usher in a new one. Christine Lagarde, during the meeting 2 weeks ago that Jeremy Powell attended through Zoom in France, mentioned how Sweden was running out of cash and Austria didn't allow payments over $10,000. Crazy that today, @Ripple announces they are now in Sweden with their on-demand liquidity system. And right away, there's a problem there. Usher in Ripple. And that's what's going to happen here at some point in the US as well. Once we start falling into that liquidity crisis, watch how fast the US welcomes Ripple with open arms to fix all the problems. That liquidity crisis has to be fixed somehow, some way. XRP is the answer. Bitcoin, outdated, CBDC, slavery, XRP, wealth. It's that simple. And Bitcoin's not even an option. People keep talking about Bitcoin being a savior from CBDCs. Let me tell you something. With today's technology, they know where all the Bitcoin is. XRP is a World Economic Forum control token. No, thank you. How many times have you heard people say, I would never buy XRP. It's tied to that World Economic Forum. They want to enslave the world. But here's the thing. People don't understand. There is countless partners of the World Economic Forum. And you're supporting the World Economic Forum somehow, some way, most likely every day, not even knowing it. You buy gas, you're probably buying from a company that's partnered with the World Economic Forum. You utilize Facebook, World Economic Forum. No, you watch TV, Fox News, CNN, controlled by BlackRock. BlackRock is a partner of the World Economic Forum. The list goes on and on. You turn on a Windows computer. Microsoft is heavily tied to the World Economic Forum. But the thing is, they don't want you buying XRP though. And XRP is your key to financial freedom in the future. You're going to become rich off of XRP. So all the people that are fudding on you and saying that you're holding a coin that's going to enslave the world are using the same exact devices tied to it or buying products that are the company is tied to the World Economic Forum. So no matter how you look at it, the World Economic Forum is pretty much tied to every single aspect of our lives already. Somehow, some way, we already support them. But the thing is, I believe we have to enrich ourselves. If we don't, these CBDCs are still coming. It's going to be the difference on how you live compared to how somebody else lives under a CBDC. And hopefully at some point, somebody here in the United States wakes up and says, we don't need this here. This isn't happening here. We need to get away from this. And we need to get away from evil Klaus Schwab. Because this guy, He wants to turn us all into digital animals that he could control. So with that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I just wanted to kind of keep you awake to what's going on in the world. We'll talk more about it in future videos, I'm sure. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.